What's up, everyone? How you guys and gals doing? Welcome to the show. Gang members are seizing control of motorcycle clubs. That's going to be our topic for today. And boy, some people I'm going to probably piss on their Wheaties today, baby.
Ride or die, 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 fly. Know that they ride or die. Cody, brothers, my guys, know that they fly. Know that they ride or die. I keep
As many of you guys and gals know, I usually go through the comment section on all the past videos that I do and look at the general mood of everybody out there in the scene. And this is one of the comments that I received. It goes a lot more than that. I just took, a little bit out of the comment to make the title of the show. I believe it came out of the Apocalypse video for motorcycle clubs, what's happening right now with their membership. And a lot of comments were like this in that video. And I have to say that they are on to something. Now, when I went and looked at this, I said, okay, let's look at the whole scene. And yeah, I'm from the United States and stuff, but let's look at Australia. Let's look at Canada, and not so much in Europe that I can see because there's not much news that comes out of Europe. Let's just be honest right there. So I looked at Australia and Canada and I started looking and comparing some of the notes with what's happening here in the United States. And one common denominator that I did see was a lot more gang type of people coming into the motorcycle clubs. Now, if you look at Australia, now you had some damn good names, damn good clubs in Australia that have really turned into nothing but let's be honest, organized crime. And I don't know if it's because of the makeup of the people there that come from other countries or what. You look at the Comancheros for Pete's sake, man. They call them Nike bikies over in Australia, and they run around in Gucci. Half of them don't even have motorcycles that are in these clubs. They just use the club name to further what they're doing. Now, that is on a higher level type of stuff. And it's sad to see a lot of them old clubs over there that are going that route. But you kind of start seeing that now within the US. It's a lot different vibe than it used to be. The vibe that, the dirty old grungy biker going out there living this every single day, it's basically gone. And I know new generations bring their own taste, but with some of the stuff that you're seeing with clubs is like, man, yeah, I can see that's what's moving in. Clubs used to be where, and again, I don't, there's so many different clubs. There's thousands of them now. You're not going to put that genie back in a bottle where it used to be just some clubs, and it was a tight knit group. But with these thousands of different clubs, you have a new attitude going on. A lot of the traditions are no longer there. And it does seem like the gang members coming in are setting the tone. But going back, it used to be about the brotherhood. It used to be about riding. Ain't that the reason why it's called an MC is riding, going out there and putting thousands of miles on your motorcycle. And it's not like that anymore. Most of the club members, and this is what's a tragedy about it, they just sit around talking about other clubs. It's like, well, wait a second. Why are you sitting there just talking about other damn clubs? Just worry about yours. But there's this tension always in the air. It's like, okay, we got to decide where we're going to go, but what's going to happen when we get there. It was never like that. Not 20 years ago, it wasn't like that, where you were sitting there worrying about another club if you're going to get into a beef with another club. And now that seems like on a daily. Clubs were defined by what colors they wore, or what they were about, but it's become to the level now that them colors are just being used like the gangs use their colors. And when I did the apocalypse video, it talked about how a lot of clubs are losing a lot of people. They are. I remember, charters, chapters, whatever, used to be made up of like 25 freaking people. It was when you were riding deuce down the the highway, it was something amazing to see. Now a lot of clubs, you're lucky to have 6 people in a chapter. It's so hard to get people to come on board. And I know the cheerleaders, the naysayers, all that stuff are going to say, well, that's not like in my area. Come on, shut up, stupid. That's everywhere that's going on, because people don't want to be associated with that stuff. Come on, what fun really is it if you're supposed to be this big rebel and you have more rules than the IRS does? And that's saying something, because they got like 7,000 pages of freaking tax code you got to go through. So when you have all these rules, instead of just concentrating on having fun riding your motorcycle, nobody wants to join that kind of stuff. And nobody's going to want to join when there's this gangbanger mentality. People have lives, people have to pay mortgages, people have to raise their kids, their grandkids. They don't want to get caught up into that crap. Let's be honest. And you know what? When stuff does go down, it's usually a few that makes everybody look bad, and I believe that. But at the same time, the club don't sit there and say, you know what, get out of here. You're making us look stupid. That's the kind of stuff that's costing you membership. Just because you're a diamond or 1%er doesn't mean you go out there and do stupid stuff. It doesn't mean you're, intentionally going out there to put the public safety at risk. So when you do see stuff, say in Canada or Australia, seeing how bad it really is, where it's really not a motorcycle club scene anymore, it is organized crime. Come on, let's be freaking honest, man. That's the problem. A lot of people don't want to be honest what's going on in the scene. They want to sugarcoat it. They want to make excuses about what's going on. Well, if you keep on doing that, the more popularity you're going to start losing when it comes to new membership. And eventually everything's going to end up like it is over there, where, well, you know what? It already has, man, because you do have some MCs and some well known ones that people don't have motorcycles, and it's supposed to be a motorcycle club. So, what's the point there if you don't have a motorcycle being in a motorcycle club? It's all because of numbers now. It's not about the brotherhood or riding. If you're going to throw a patch on somebody that doesn't have a motorcycle, you are indeed in trouble. And that just goes to show you that, I guess, the influence of MCs are really starting to, and they're starting to fade away. Yeah, there are riding clubs out there, and that's another thing. Riding clubs acting like MCs, man, shit. Just take the riding club and do what it's meant to be, is ride your motorcycle. But you do have the social clubs and stuff, but you're starting to see a lot of it where people won't wear a vest anymore. Hell, you just see that all the time on the road. Nobody's wearing vests. Nobody's wearing pins, patches. It's a dying type of situations. And I guess, because I do get a lot of people that ask me, hey, man, would you recommend this, that? I don't recommend it all, man. Just get together with your friends, have a good time. You stay out of the mix, and you don't have to deal with all the bullshit that comes with the other stuff. Anyway, what do you guys and gals think, man? I'm telling you, it's really changed, and hopefully it don't become like Australia and Canada, where you're just throwing anybody in there and doing what the hell you want, bringing a bad name to the club. Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to get the book Brotherhood and Betrayal over on Amazon. I appreciate the support. Rock on.
Is an in-depth look at the trials and tribulations of street gang and motorcycle club life. This isn't the run-of-the-mill book that doesn't give the goods. This book will go into detail of events that actually happened. All materials in this book have been approved by those involved. There is nothing poetic, nor is there any price worth paying for the life we choose to live on the streets. James Hollywood Machikari, Brotherhood and Betrayal.